Good afternoon to everybody. This is a tutorial video for English for Musicology Week 2, explanation for the slides and mostly some of the terms that maybe needs more knowledge for you. Okay, so let's go on. To many people in many cultures, music is an important part of their way of life, mostly for show of what is in your soul and mind. It's a channel, and no matter what kind of language you are speaking, because the music is universal and understandable to everybody. I'm talking about if you are a listener. Or if music is like your a light hobby. Of course, music is a universal language, and I think this is one of the most amazing thing of our life, that being close to music. But what is the difference between a professional musician or a listener? I would like you to take a look on that music score, and I would like you to guess, can you recognize this music? Because you are a beginner, probably this is your first semester, mostly there are lots of things that you don't know what is it. You don't know that what is this, which actually called treble clef. What is this, which is actually called bass clef? Yeah, this music especially for piano. Yes, this is the right hand, this is the left hand. I know actually lots of things when I'm actually just checking this music, and even if I didn't know what is this song, yeah, I can even hear it inside. Yeah, with my inner hearing. Why? Because I'm a musician, and actually I learned a lot. I learned how to speak this special language. I learned how to read music. I even know what these different words like pedal, like mezzo forte, like this sign, yeah, like ritardando, like this sign which is called the crescendo, yeah, what similar means, what a tempo means. I know that how the structure of a musical score is, what is here, that it means that how fast is the music, what is here, that who is the composer, yeah, it's the copyright mostly. Okay, so if you didn't know this music and you can't recognize it because actually you are not a professional musician at the moment, I can show you what is this music and you will recognize. Right? So let's see, what is this music that I play? Right? So now you know. But how you know? Because you heard, yeah? Because you were a listener, yeah? That's why music is an international language. Okay, let's see this definition. It's a definition about what is music. Music is an art form whose medium is sound. Common elements of music are pitch, which governs melody and harmony, rhythm and its associated concept, which is tempo, meter, and articulation, dynamics, and the sonic qualities of timbre and texture. We are going to go through on these different terms later, and I'm going to explain all of it, what it exactly means, so no worries, right? The word derives from Greek music, which means that the art of the muses. The muses are the inspirational goddesses of literature, science, and the arts. So actually it was, there are 9 different muses in the Greek ancient mythology. So these are the muses, right? The creation, performance, significance, and even the definition of music vary according to culture and social context. Music ranges from strictly organized compositions and their recreation in performance, it means that when you are performing, until the improvisational music. Yeah, classical music is always mostly, unless it's jazz, yeah, it's mostly written down and the performer has to follow what the composer put down to the paper as a musical piece. But there are other cultures, let's say the Arabic music, or of course, yes, the jazz. When there's a theme or there is just a free improvisation for a small melody, right? Music can be divided in genres and subgenres. What genre means? Genre means a category. So what it means that music can be divided in different categories, like main categories and subcategories or smaller categories. Let's say you can divide generally music as pop music and popular music and classical music. These are the 2 main genres, let's say, that you can divide the music. Right. Let's go on and it's gonna be a little bit long, but keep up with me. You can watch this video as many times as you want, and you need to read and understand these different terms, and you will learn it. Okay, so learn it. Right. So what did we say that music is medium? What did we say? Let's go back. Music as an art form was medium is sound. So the medium is a musical instrument, which actually makes the sound. Yeah. Media is a material used by an artist to create a work. Let's say an instrument. Okay. Number 2, pitch. Also, usually tone or note. These are different names for the pitch. So if I say note, if I say tone, if I say pitch, I mean the same thing. What is it? Allows the construction of melodies. Pitches are compared as higher and lower and are quantified as frequencies like cycles per second or hertz. So higher and lower. Let's say if I play on the piano, this is a higher sound. Yeah, this is a lower sound. Or this is a higher note and this is a lower note. Or tone or pitch. Yeah. Quantified frequencies, probably you have never heard about it. No, this is the middle La or this is the La. Let's say this vibrates 440 times in a second, and that's why we say that this La is a 440 hertz. Right? Number 3, melody. Also tune or voice or line is a linear succession of musical tones which is perceived as a single entity. Let's say it's horizontal aspects of the music. What is it? Let's say the Titanic song, the melody is this, yeah? Yes? If we go back and look at the music, the melody is that one, right? Actually, in lots of cases, the right hand of the piano part is the melody. Harmony is an oppositional for the melody, is often said to refer the vertical aspects of the music. This is horizontal, this is vertical. Yeah? So what is above each other or below each other? Yes, the melody, what is next to each other. So the harmony is often said to refer to the vertical aspects of music as distinguished from melodic line or the horizontal aspect. In harmony is the use of simultaneous pitches, tones, notes, or chords. Let's see the case of the Titanic song is like that. Yeah, it's like a chord. Yeah. Okay. The next is the rhythm. It's coming from the from also Greek, yeah, rhythmos, which means an irregular recurring motion symmetry. Is a movement marked by the regulated succession of strong and weak elements, or of opposite or different conditions. Let's see a simple definition. Rhythm is the arrangement of sounds as they move through time. What it means? That you see that these are different signals. Yeah, you see the pitch. Yes, but these things, that is it black? Yeah, is it a dotted half note or a simple half note or 16 note? It all shows that how fast, yeah, these notes are. Yeah, this is the rhythm. Tempo is also connected with time, and exactly, it's an Italian word and it means time. It's the speed of or pace, it's the speed or pace of a given piece. It is a crucial element of composition as it can affect the mood and difficulty of a piece. What are we talking about? I can play fast, I can play slow. Yeah, mostly, by the way, this means that how fast you have to play. But I can play this music extremely fast, not extremely, but I can play fast, and it won't be too nice, but or I can play it very slow. Very boring, yes? So that's why it's important to play the music in the proper tempo, which is actually written, let's say, here. Okay, now, tempo. Meter or metre, like time signature in music, is a rhythmic pattern set up by the grouping of basic temporal units, which are called beats. into regular bars or measures. Bar is English, measure is an American term. Yes, so time signature, where do we see the time signature? Time signature is here. It means it's a common time, by the way, and it means that we have 4 beats in one bar. This is called bar lines. We will talk about this theory a little bit later, a little longer. Right? Beat the pause between music. 4 beat to each bar measure means 4 pauses or count. What it means, I'm counting 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So it means that I have 4 counts in this music. Not all the music has 4 counts. Some music has 3 or 2 counts, or even different things. You will learn this. You will learn about it. You will learn more about it later. Okay? Piece. This is a musical composition. Let's say this is a musical composition, which I say music piece or musical piece or simple piece or simple, I say music. Articulation is a fundamental musical parameter that determines how a single note or other discrete event is sounded. What it means, it means that, let's say, this is one of the articulation. You see these lines about the melody? It means legato, by the way. This word is legato or slur in English. Legato is Italian. And it means that you have to connect this note. So not any way that you play it like this. Yeah? It's not romantic. It's not romantic. So you have to. So this is one of the articulation which called legato. And there are others. Dynamics normally refers to the volume of a sound or note, right? If I say, mezzo forte is like shows what kind of dynamics, the composer put on what kind of dynamics he wants, and mezzo forte means like a medium loud. Dynamic musical score or music sheet, the music notation that shows all the parts of a composition. It's like that. So if you have a paper, this is a musical score, right? Or music or musical note or sheet music, another word. Okay. Pitch names, you will learn it, of course, with Miss Sema. The name of the note, or you have already learned it with Miss Vesala, of course. So the name of the notes like Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, or the English version like C, D, E, F, G, A, B, right? Notes, the symbols used to write music. These are the notes. We have already talked about it, I think. When I said pitch, it's the note. Phrase or phrasing, a musical line that states an idea or thought. It means musical. This is a phrase. This is the end of the phrase. Right? Okay. The timbre in music, also known as tone color, is what makes a particular musical sound has a different sound from another. So why a violin doesn't sound the same than the piano, because they have different tone colors, or different timbres. The texture in music is how the melodic, rhythmic, and harmonic materials are combined in a composition, thus determining the overall quality of the sound in a piece. For example, a thick texture contains many layers of instrument. I think that this music doesn't have a thick texture. Yeah, it's not like a very heavy, like when you. This is kind of thicker than this. It's light. It's a light texture. A performance. I performed a music for you. It means that I'm the performer, yeah, you are the audience. And the moment in performing us generally comprises an event in which one group of people, this is like an event, or a concert is an event, or an audition is an event. The performer or performers behave in a particular way for another group of people who are the audience. Accompaniment background for a melody could be as simple as a singer accompanied by chords with the guitar or the left hand of the piano, or as complete as full orchestra. Let's say this is the melody, this is the accompaniment, right? Okay. And the last is the motif or motive, a melodic and or rhythmic idea that is used as a unifying element in a composition. Let's say if I play this to you, just this, only this. Probably you will already know what am I doing. What is this song? Just from the first motive, you can recognize the song. Or if I just say this, you will recognize this is the Titanic song. This is the Titanic song, right? So, well, we went through on this 20 new terms. Of course, it's not new for all of you, but for some of you, especially if you are intro student, it's not easy to understand. So that's why I ask you, read it, memorize it, try to remember, and of course, it's not, if it's not very, very difficult, you can understand it. It's really just about like you read it more and more times and you will get it. if you really a professional and knowing what is music. It's like you speak a language of music. Study music theory, it means that it includes its instruments, which are their names, their range, their color of sound, their history, the types of music from the jig to the symphony, yeah, which are different genres or categories of music, yeah, the rhapsody to the mass, musical form, like how pieces are organized, whether it be verse, chorus, verse, it's a form which is a kind of song form, or exposition, development, and recapitulation, which is actually called sonata form. We will learn all of this. The tonality, major or minor music, or something in between, what kind of scales, arpeggios are existing, and what are the intervals between notes. Harmony, we already talked about it, right? Counterpoint, okay, we won't learn counterpoint, but it's also a musical science by the counterpoint, how several melodies can be woven together simultaneously to produce coherent music, or the rhythm, what are the time signatures, the note values, the syncopation, what works for dancing, what doesn't, the notation, how we write our music down today, how they used to do it in the past, which bits are more open to interpretation. And yeah, and acoustics, now acoustics, musical acoustic is, yeah, as a different theory. It's like full course, yeah, how sound is produced, why choir sounds awesome in churches but not in the open air, etc. So as a last thought about this explanation, the concepts and rules that make up music theory are very much like the grammatical rules that govern written language. Like, remember how difficult it was to start to learn English, yeah, after your Arabic speaking and handwriting, yeah. Yeah, English uses Latin letters, which is totally different. The direction of writing is also the opposite. It was really, really difficult. So you have to understand that that music. So being able to transcribe music makes it possible for other musicians to read and play compositions exactly as the composer intended. Learning to read music is almost exactly like learning a new language, to the point where a fluent person can hear a musical conversation when reading a piece of sheet music. Thank you for listening. I hope that you have enjoyed this presentation, and I hope that you have learned a lot. Right? See you next time. Bye bye.